yards. A big play that time on the
like,
catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The give is to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Tyler Lockett.
Showtime.
He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
I'm the weirdest it could ever be.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback.
One up top.
25.
Right there. Okay, he's shooting me through the wall. They're about to push it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Rodgers taken in by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darrell Taylor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
I'm pushing fire, baby.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Open man, here's Cobb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The quick slant caught, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Oh, that's the dominant move.
Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Super hard moves. What you said?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now Rodgers. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Over to my right.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.